Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to list 5 Marvel movies you didn't know existed. Let's get right into it. Overall, it's an exciting time to be a Marvel Cinematic Universe fan. Movies like Thor, Love and Thunder, and Spider-Man: No Way Home demonstrate how the Marvel formula is still alive and well, and each new release brings us closer to different phases. Because of all of this Marvel goodness that we now have and will have in the future, it's easy to overlook how many awesome Marvel movies have already come out and that you've missed. There's an entire world of Marvel that you've probably never seen, from animated hits to live-action extravaganzas to award-winning short films hidden as DVD extras. For this list, we'll be looking at more obscure Marvel movies that were released long before MCU was created. Let's list them out. There was an incredible Party Thor before What If introduced us to Party Thor. The Incredible Hulk Returns was ostensibly a TV movie that continued the story of the 1978 series The Incredible Hulk, but it was also intended to serve as a backdoor pilot for a Thor series, which is why Eric Kramer was cast as Thor. Kramer's Thor is just as ridiculous as What If's Party Thor, if not more so. He laughs himself silly as he hurls a hammer at a car and, as Steve Levitt's Donald Blake puts it, lives for every second. The hell with tomorrow. The worrying he leaves to me. The Thor series was canceled, but NBC tried again with the trial of the Incredible Hulk, starring Rex Smith as Matt Murdock or Daredevil, and John Rhys Davies as Wilson Fisk or the Kingpin. You can probably figure out what happened to it. Generation X is an entertainingly daft, low-budget take on the X-Men that was intended as a pilot but was not picked up. It takes place at Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters, but without the Professor. Instead, Emma Frost and Sean Cassidy are in charge. Their students include an obviously non-Asian Jubilee, and Max Headroom Frewer chews the scenery as the piece's villain. It's notable for using Hatley Castle, and the same mansion featured in several later X-Men films, though its lack of funds is more apparent than in the Fantastic Four. The scene where Jubilee walks in on Buff is so absurd that it has to be seen to be believed, and the Dream Machine is actually a multi-axis trainer. Both Marvel's Man-Thing and DC's Swamp Thing are humanoid swamp monsters, but Man-Thing is usually depicted as a barely rational beast. So it's fitting that Man-Thing, a 2005 film, made him the boogeyman in this environmental horror story about a greedy corporation acquiring the land of a Native American tribe. There is a concerted effort to make Man-Thing resemble H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu, but thankfully there are plenty of practical effects. That said, Man-Thing fails to use his most famous ability, which is to burn people who are afraid of him. Whatever knows fear burns at the touch of Man-Thing, goes the catchphrase which the producers could, at the very least, have slapped on a t-shirt. 1994's The Fantastic Four is an incredible story, and it has nothing to do with the film's premise. Sure, its story serves its purpose, telling the origins of the Fantastic Four and preparing them to face Doctor Doom, much like the 2005 film did. Roger Corman, known for his low-budget productions, agreed to co-executive produce it for a meager $1 million. Though the actors give good performances, the film's low budget is evident, from the Lego on a stick stretching effects to the thing's mediocre special effects makeup. If it wasn't for the use of some very shoddy Lawnmower Man level CGI, you'd think it was made in the 80s. What truly distinguishes the Fantastic Four is that it was an ashcan project that was never ever released. There's an absolutely fantastic documentary about the debacle which you can rent or buy on Amazon called Doomed, the untold story of Roger Corman's The Fantastic Four, but the short version is that German producer Bernd Eltinger earned the rights to a Fantastic Four film. The rights were set to expire at the end of 1992, and it's been alleged he produced the movie to hold on to those rights a little longer. In truth, it's unclear as to who really knew 1994's The Fantastic Four wouldn't see the light of day, but it's one of cinema's strangest tales. Speaking of strange, 1978's Doctor Strange stars Peter Hooton as Strange and pits him against Morgan Le Fay using Arthurian legend and Marvel's villain catalog. We suspect this was due to financial considerations, which could also explain why, as Screen Crush's Mike Ryan had noted, it appears to be a medical procedure. Indeed, it is reminiscent of Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, right down to the trippy effects. Strange isn't particularly likable, and unlike the MCU's Strange, he's basically given power. The film was intended to be a pilot, so his character could have developed over time, but the series was never made. We want to hear your thoughts on this. Know of any hidden Marvel gems we missed? Be sure to let us know in the comments. If you guys enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss out on any future content we'll produce for you guys. We're signing off now, but we will be sure to catch you all in the next one.